Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Factorio, sending supporters to space. And we're out here. I've done a couple things. I streamed earlier today. I'm going to very quickly recap what I did, and then I have quite a few plans for what I want to do in this episode. So first of all, I set up a new uranium outpost. The one in our base just kind of dried up, like unbeknownst to me. I just walked over like after the last episode and realized there was none there, and we didn't have our 40 U-235 to do the Coverx process. So I set up an outpost, and we actually now have 40. In fact, we actually have 42, which is awesome. So we can start that in the near future, except I started researching the Coverx process, and we're completely, literally 100% out of stone. We have no stone whatsoever, and all the bricks for the purple science are gone, or for the electric furnaces for the purple science are gone, rather. So we're out here. We're going to set up a stone outpost, which is conveniently located right here. Now, just very quickly recapping. So I set this up. The train is just a 1-2-1. One of them is a rail tanker for the sulfuric acid, and the other is a cargo wagon. Now what I've done for the conditions is I've used the uranium number for a condition for leave the stations, because if you do full empty, I think it takes into account the liquid in here, and it wouldn't work because if I tell it to leave here when it's full, it's not going to be full because it would have just emptied sulfuric acid, so it wouldn't leave. And then if I tell it to leave the other one empty, that would never happen because it's not going to be empty on sulfuric acid, if that makes sense. So I'm just doing the condition based on the uranium. So uranium here, this is the outpost uranium 1. Once it hits 2,000, because that's exactly as much that fits in a cargo wagon, it can leave. And then once it's 0, because it will be totally empty of uranium at home, then it can leave. So that's kind of what I've done here. I'm pumping out this into a tank. No pipes, because that way it's uncapped throughput. And these things, these little pumps are like insane. I think they pipe like 12,000 a second or something with no pipes. It's ridiculous how fast these things pump. And then I just hook it in here, as I mentioned quite a while ago when I first set up the uranium in the base. These all interconnect, so I can just put the pipes on here, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Otherwise just a normal outpost. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this ammo though, because because we need to go take out some bases. So excuse me. Why I wanted to show doing this outpost, normally I would have skipped it, but I'm going to show the Autotorio tool that I mentioned last episode. People seemed really interested in it, and I want to demonstrate it because I also noticed a person or two commenting on like that they couldn't get it to work in terms of like bots and stuff. Now I'm not going to use bots, but I'm going to show the option for it. Same with miners and stuff. It's a very, very cool tool. So I'm going to build my way out here. I've brought hopefully all the materials I need, but we need to go kill those bases first, and I'm literally just stuck. Like, holy hell. This is ridiculous. Let me through. Now this is a jungle. Driving through this is going to be interesting. So let's pull out our tank here. Hopefully we can do this pretty quickly, because on top of that, on top of doing the outpost, and the other reason I'm doing Autotorio is because it should be quite a bit quicker than doing it by hand, once I actually have it set up. And I have pre-set up all the options I want, which I'll go over you when I show it to you. But yeah, so we're gonna head out. We're gonna clear out all these bases in the way. Hopefully, halt. This needs to go in the tank, not on my person. I prefer not to have to stick my head out the hatch and shoot on my own. So after that, hopefully we'll have time. This may be more like a 30-minute episode. I'm sure you guys are okay with that. I want to design diagonal rails, like I mentioned last episode, and it seemed like the consensus was that you wanted to see that part on screen. Not so much the rail placing, the rail designing though, which is understandable. This poor little bot is trying to repair me. These lasers, man, these personal laser defenses are really good. Like, I have 2 of them in my armor now. They do some damage. I mean, they even rip through big biters pretty good, and anything else, they just like one shot. So, yeah, here's our stone thing, there's 2.9 million, which is pretty good-ish. It's kind of upside-down heart-shaped a little bit. So I'm going to target the bases, preferably. My poor bot. I may lose a bot here. You idiot. Trying to shoot all the worms, because those are the things that are really hurting. This uranium ammo just melts them. I love it. So it looks like we did lose a couple bots, which is unfortunate. I should have taken it out. I hadn't lost any previously, so I thought I'd be okay. It's gonna be 2 bots for short when we build the outpost, but that's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Sweet, so that's done. Might as well clear these. They're little, they're easy, and they're gonna attack me anyways. and yeah, so let's just head over here. I don't happen to have any flamer fuel, do I? Nope. Just plowing through the trees. Hey guys, how's it going? Rest in peace. Yeah, right. Go to hell, more like. Stupid bugs. Alright. Well, there's one path I cleared. Let's see if I can make it through without hitting too much stuff. Close enough. Okay. So, here's how this works. I'm not going to bring the rail out yet, because I want to make sure I have room for all my outposty stuff. Jeez, man, we need a braking research for the tank. Okay, so let's do this, repair him up. So I am using screen capture for this episode so I can drag over my browser, because it is a browser, it's a website, which I did link in last episode. I'll link it in this one too. I'm just clearing these trees out because we're probably going to need the room. Okay. So essentially, I love doing this. I'm just giving a perimeter. So hopefully this works, dragging it over. You may see a few windows on top of each other for a second while I do this. Let me just open. Okay, my OBS is working. Is it recording? Yes, it's recording. Okay, so here we go. Here's Autotorio. So this is what I have set up. So you create a blueprint and it tells you place 2 walls, one each corner of the Aura outpost, and then place a blueprint string of the walls here. So we'll do that in a second. And then it has all these settings. So modded, you can show modded options. So a belt type, if you're using belt based, transport, fast, or express. Train station side, so what side of the outpost it's on. I want the right hand side. You can do left, top, bottom. Train enter from bottom, right? That's what we're going to do because our track's underneath. Again, you can have it enter from top if you want. Minor spacing. And 0, side-by-side space. 0 means that they will be right up against each other. Now, someone commented on the last episode that one of the issues they had with it is that they couldn't get their miners placed right next to each other. Well, this is how you would do it. You just set miner spacing to 0, and they'll go right next to each other like I've been placing mines this whole game. Modules, none. If chosen, it inserts 3 selected module in each miner, which is awesome. You can even choose a level. Use stack inserters. Use stack inserters between the buffer chest and cargo wagon. Of course, that's the one damn thing I forgot to bring is stack inserters, but that's okay. They'll be blueprinted. We want it to include a radar. Yes, please. A balancer. I don't have a balancer. This just gives instructions on how to do it. I'll just kind of make my own anyway. Bot base, which I'll show over in this tab because I don't want to reset my things because it removes belt base stuff. It'll use passive providers and requester chests instead. And defenses. So gun turrets. I'm having gun turrets. I don't want laser turrets at the moment. Turret spacing 9, which is the max in between each other essentially. Walls enabled. Wall thickness 1. Wall space distance between edge of outpost and walls, minimum of 3 to support laser turrets. So there's that. Train info, include train station. Yeah. Provide exit route. I don't need this because I'm not using single-headed trains. Locomotive count, number of locomotives at the beginning of the train, and then this will just mirror it on the end, pretty much, I think. Or I have to add them, but either way. Cargo wagon count 4. Tiles, so you can put concrete and stuff under it if you want. And that's how you do this. Now, really quick, the bot-based part. If I select bots, I choose the ore type, right? Because this is for like the requests on the chests. Request amount, you can set how high you want your request to be. And you can also have it include row ports. It said that doesn't include them. I think that's old and you just forgot to take it out. But row ports are only based behind the track. So you may have to add them around the actual patch, but it does have them. And by the way, this is created by Denny Pixel. Really, really great job by him. Super props for this. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to go into the game here. We have some walls. And so for the corners, I'm going to take this bottom left corner. So I'm going from the bottom of the patch. Now, obviously, showing you is taking a little bit. Don't take that into account when you consider how long this takes. It does save a lot of time if I, didn't explain everything and stuff. So from there, and then, oh man, great aim, sweet. Okay, so I just have to do this, right? This is essentially just to get the size of the patch and the outpost for the program. So I do that. I take a blueprint. I create a new blueprint. And also, this could be a good time. Someone mentioned it'd be good to have like a tutorial for the blueprint strings. Literally all you do is you take a blueprint and you either have it right away or you just open one you already have by right-clicking on it and you hit export string and you can just copy the string. So then now, if I go over to this thing and I go over to the belt-based one and I paste that string here, then theoretically, this should generate me what I want. So if I get ore outpost blueprint, and I don't need to designate a type of ore because we're not doing bots, right? So, it doesn't care, it's using belt. So we take this blueprint string, I've copied it, and I now can take this blueprint. That's a new one. Yeah, I don't want, can I just, screw you. Okay, so there's that. And then now we do import blueprint string, copy it, and there you go. Boom. My entire outpost is already designed for me. So there you go. Now it has the extra miners because it creates them in a square, but if you shift click, or you may not even need to shift click, it won't place miners on stuff that's not a patch. So you can kind of just arrange it so that the whole patch is covered, and then it just won't place the extras and you're good to go. Now, like I said, I will have to create my own balancers because on the end, as I point at the screen, you can see that it's just the straight belts, like the issue we have with the iron. But there you go. I already have an entire outpost designed, full with turrets and walls and a train station and loaders and belts and miners and power poles. Like, this is an absolutely awesome tool. And I think, honestly, this is what's gonna get me through the huge amount of outposts we're gonna have to build once we get to Gigabase stage. Because normally, even with blueprints, it would take a while. Literally now, I just place the walls and I have my preset things and I just start importing these things left and right. And it should speed things up quite a bit. Clearing these because they were in the way. I could probably shift click on top of it, but I just want to do it in one fell swoop. Where did it go? Okay. Oh, and it has a radar there up on the top left too, if you see. Might help if we actually got rid of the walls. So yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Really, really nice tool that is, he's done a lot of great work on it. So I'm just seeing, it looks like everything's pretty much covered. So if I just do that, again, you can see it doesn't even place the ones that were blue because they're not on the patch. So that's not even an issue. Now we're going to be missing materials, I'd imagine, because I didn't grab fast inserters, I didn't grab stack inserters because I'm a derp. I can make fast inserters. Now obviously with my low amount of bots this will take forever, but actually I can just do this. I'm just holding right click and apparently taking all their materials. Okay, that's maybe counterproductive. But yeah, so that's it. It's pretty darn awesome. I'm gonna make some power poles for them. So normal inserters I already have done. And then I'll have to obviously put ammo in these turrets by hand. If we were using laser turrets, that wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, there we go. So we're just gonna let these guys place it. You know, maybe I could have done this faster by hand right now, but I mean, you can imagine, you know, if you cut out the time I took explaining it, and then once you get better bots, I mean, this definitely speeds up the process. Like even from just you having preset blueprints, this still speeds up the process because it pretty much just makes it fit on the outpost. Even if you have pre-built blueprints, you know, it doesn't always fit. So you have to change stuff around and stuff, at least in my experience. Now I will have to move a few things. One option, I will have to bug him about this. I'm not sure if it's possible. You know, there are limits, of course, but one thing I'd like is for your trains to fit fully inside of here. Unless it did that. It may have done that. Kind of. It looks like it kind of sticks out the end here. So I'm just going to walk farther in so these guys can place anything else that's missing. Yeah, so there we go. This should be built here pretty soon. All this wall is really what's taking forever. Our outpost is apparently buried under biter bases, or train station rather. I may not have enough miners. I only have 18 left. Ah, jeez. Come on, bots, you can do it. I'll help. Now there are some belts you need to cut off. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Once you go to bot base, that won't be an issue, because they'll all go into passive providers. Can make a radar. Whoops. Where's my radar, dude? Place the radar. Okay, so we can actually... Well, that needs to be there for the radar. I could move it, but I'll leave it. We don't have power because we haven't connected it to the rail yet, but there you go. So that is pretty much it. We're done. Let me power this thing on, and we'll send a train in here. We'll get our rails in. Now, I kind of overshot again. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's curve down. Clear all these stupid trees. At least my inventory is more empty now that we actually built the outpost, huh? Okay, so there's that. Now, unfortunately, we kind of need a diagonal track. So maybe we'll just end up designing that here. I mean, I could... What the hell did I do on this one? Not that one, this one. I did the other curve. Wasn't that one. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. This, it's a little close for a T-junction. We need to go down more. So let's go ahead and design our curved, or our diagonal rails here. Let me connect this to power just so it can be mining while I do this. This will be a temporary power connection. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and take this into here. I'm actually curious, does this really fit a whole train inside here? Because it should. I spaced the walls, I think, as far from the thing as I could. Maybe not. Maybe if you space them farther out, it'll fit a whole train in here. Because, yeah, like the locomotives, I'll have to change this a bit, because the locomotive sticks out the end. I'll have to change that. But anyway, let's design some diagonal rails. So, this is where it gets a little bit wonky in my mind, because the diagonals are a lot more difficult. So if we take Mojo's, for example, his diagonals are apparently just... Okay, so that is that long. I'm trying to see if his diagonal matches that length. That's 3 power poles. It's only 2. So his diagonals are longer than his straights. Now I kind of use his to model my curves. So I'm going to place this over here just for a reference if we need it. I'm going to try to design just out of my own head, but you know, sometimes having a reference of your own is quite helpful. Of course, I don't have any power poles, but okay, so what we want is I'm going to design it kind of here so it lines up. This makes it a lot easier. And we're just gonna come down. Actually, it should be quite easy. Honestly, it should be really easy. Except for the fact that I actually just don't even place this correctly. You idiot. Okay, there we go. That should work a lot better. Okay. Okay, so yeah, people said they kind of want to like hear my thought process. I mean, there's not much. That's why I didn't show the curves on screen, because there's not much thought process for these in particular. The four-lane ones and higher will definitely be kind of a thinking thing. So if we take that, we know our spacing's right because we're lining it up here. So if we just bring these down, I'm just gonna kind of do, what the hell are you complaining about? Yeah, so I'm gonna do, I think this needs to come out one more maybe for blueprintability. Shut up. Okay, so this guy will just kind of line up with this one, I suppose. So you can go here, and then the next one, I'd like to be centered. Like centered in between the two. So if I place this like here, and then I pull this up because I need it. Don't even get any ideas. You silly bot. And we bring this out. I can always tear the track up. So this, I'm not really sure how to measure this. I guess one way we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 in between. So here, I mean, it's probably just like a really dumb way to do it, but it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then we put our other big power pole right there. And theoretically, these should be spaced evenly. Now, if I want a longer space in this, I could. I'm not sure if Mojo based his off of, I think this is actually the same. But yeah, so then just for these signals, we essentially just do the same principle as what I've done previously. So I just kind of take this one here, and then this one, I think I may have made the rail slightly too long. And then this one here. The real question is it going to overlap correctly? That's the thing. Like, I don't know if I made this too long potentially. Now his is longer the other way, but his is left-hand drive. So you have to kind of reverse it in your head. So now we just take a blueprint. Actually, first, let's deconstruct his, because I'll probably end up blueprinting it in the process. Yeah, so get that. Our thing is mining. I don't have, can I just, it's gonna take a while, but I'd like to at least get some inserters working there. So now, if we just blueprint this, oh, not yet. We need our wires, which of course now I can't make because I'm making inserters forever. Well, here. We'll get some of them working, and then we'll have to come back and replace them with stack. But I can at least get 4 on each, and I don't have any chests either. That's some. Yeah, I forgot a few supplies. I know I forget something. I walked around. This is why I need to use notes. And see, here's the problem. Is I need to make notes because I forget stuff, but I forget to make the notes. So, yeah, I just need to sit down and just make notes and then remember to actually check them. Okay, so inserters, I mean, that'll take a little while, but it's more than nothing. Okay, so now we want red and green wire, which we need circuits for apparently. So we're just gonna twang these together, and so now we just blueprint this thing, and we'll see if it overlaps correctly. So this guy needs to be 2-lane diagonal. I can't spell. I'm dyslexic. I'm not this. That's not like I am actually dyslexic. So you know what? Diagonal. There. I think that's right. I'll check with Mojos. Okay, so we do that, and let's just say two lane. Crap. What am I supposed to do for a diagonal? Because I already did D for down on the curves. How about like a X? Sure. Let me look at emojis. 2-lane segment. That's not really helpful. Diagonal. D. Yeah, see, I think I need to relabel mine, but that should be okay. Okay, so there's that. Now we just need to get rid of it so we can actually place it properly, and see if we did it correctly. I hope so. D X X. Okay, so he's gonna place. Where the fuck? Oh, he's gonna place there. I'm not sure that's right. Because if you look at this one, see how, well, no, that is actually right. Because I'm just looking, I can't see a damn thing in this forest. But if you look at the other signals, you notice how this one, the one going this direction, is slightly farther forward than this one. That's the pattern I follow, but that didn't seem to be the case here. But it's not the case on the curves either, so I might have messed that up slightly. I don't think I can place that any farther forward on the track. I could extend the track one more and then place it farther forward. I'm not sure it really matters. I mean, this is going to be, I'm going to go to 4-lane in the not too distant future anyway, and this is all going to be torn up, so it really doesn't matter that much. The important part is that it tiles. And it looks like, oh, whoa, man. Okay, well, there's an edit. Yeah, because you notice how how far forward that was. You notice, like, if I do that there, it's almost still too far forward, isn't it? Do I need to pull this back one? I would take some tweaking. That looks more like it. Yeah. Well, crap. Now I have to re-blueprint it. And I can't just edit it. You can, like, remove stuff within a blueprint. If you go into the blueprint and you, like, right-click stuff, you can remove it. But you can't place new stuff or rearrange stuff within it. So, now the good news is that you can actually blueprint ghosts, so I don't have to, like, yeah, I don't have to go get some power poles from somewhere. I'm struggling to say things correctly for some reason. Damn it all to hell. This is really in the way. Oh, screw it. Just blueprint it. Just remove this crap. Okay, so we have that. And then this thing is just do X again. This is 2-lane diagonal. Boom. And then he should work correctly. Maybe. Let's pull this up as well. I am short on power poles, so we're gonna have to go back for that, but that pretty much this probably concludes this episode. Even now, it's probably been 30 minutes. I know it was another Outpost thing. I promise next episode, I think next episode, we're actually going to work on the Covrex process because I should have some stone working by then. But yeah, so I did show what I wanted to show, the Outpost tool as well as building rails. And this one we may actually have to cut off a little bit early. Because I need to actually turn, I need to turn before that. Oh, shoot. Why does that not work, man? Did that not just work like a minute ago? Oh, you little punk. I don't get it. What did I do? Did I not? This should work. See, this is what I mean. This is why I didn't show the other stuff. What the hell, dude? I swear to, if you make me tear this up. Is it the rails? Is it, are the signals? I don't understand. So it doesn't work that way. It'll work this way. It won't work that way, though. Is that not what I just did? Arg. What a pain. Because I've gone too far. Okay, well. Where does this guy line up to? Like, so he won't work there. We'll work there, though. So I tear up to that and down, and then... Okay, one more. Like that? Sorry, I'm just trying to work this out. I mean, it's what you guys said you wanted to see, right? And then a couple more. I can always move it. Okay, so there's that. If we clear this, like, I'm pretty sure didn't I just test this? There we go. Okay. So it doesn't work quite how I thought it would, but that should work. That's far enough away. Hopefully, yeah, because then I can stick a T-junction right around here and it should work good. Ish. Still too close, though. I need to turn sooner. I need to make this turn, like, back here. Even before the forest would have been ideal. Okay, well, I'm going to end this episode here, guys, off camera. I'm going to move these rails. I'm going to tear all this up. I'm going to pull this turn back to, like, probably before the forest. Go around, under, and then build a T-junction here and get this all working. And yeah, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was some rail fiddling, but you said you did want to see me designing the thing. You got to see that. It'll be more interesting even once I go to 4 lanes, which shouldn't be too far in the future. And then also the Auditorio, very, very cool. Obviously, I mean, of course, you know, there's some spare power pulls you can get rid of. Overall, though, I think it's a very, very useful tool. So link in the description for the Auditorio website if you would like to play around with it. If you have any questions, let me know. I can ask DemiPixel, or maybe I just happen to know the answer. I don't know. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. And until next time, guys, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.